Hello, welcome in this environment studies class. Today we are going to start our chapter number 14, that is When the Earth Shook. So this story is about a real incident, that is 2001 Gujarat earthquake, and here we will see how the people of Gujarat, the Kutch area of Gujarat, who were the victim of that earthquake, how they lost everything within very short time, and how they survived after that, who helped them, and how they returned back to their normal life. So let's start our chapter. This story is based on Jasma, who was a victim of that earthquake-affected area of Kutch. That earthquake was so dangerous that even after many years it was in the heart of the affected people, and Jasma was also in the same condition. Every night he dreamed about those past times, how they struggled, how they lost their family members and properties, and many more. So now let us discuss about Jasma and that incident in detail. Jasma lived in the Kutch area of Gujarat. He was 11 years old when there was an earthquake. It was 26 January 2001. Everyone from his village, children and old people, had gathered in the ground of the school to watch the parade on television. Suddenly, the ground was shaking. People were scared and started running here and there. No one knew what was happening and what to do. There was total panic. In a few minutes, their village was flat on the ground. Means all their things, clothes, pots, grains and food were trapped under the stones, mud and wood from the fallen houses. At that time, everyone thought of two things. First one, to save the people who were trapped, and second, to treat the injured. The village hospital was also damaged. Many people were seriously injured, and Jasma's leg was also fractured. That time, doctor treated people with the help of villagers. 6 people were died in Jasma's village, and Jasma's Nana, that is grandfather, also buried under the houses, and because of this his mother wept all the time. Seeing his mother, he also cried. The entire village was sad and disturbed. House of Mota Bapu, who is the Sarpanch of Jasma's village, was not much damaged. So he gave rice and wheat to everyone from his godown. For many days, the village women cooked food together at Mota Bapu's house and fed everyone. Just imagine being without a house in the cold winter. Fear and the cold kept them awake in the nights. All the time they were worried that there may be another earthquake. After a few days, people from cities kept coming to see what had happened. They came with food, medicines and clothes. Everyone used to rush to take these things because they had lost everything in the earthquake. And the clothes what they got were very different. They had never owned such clothes before because that clothes were not of their size. those clothes were old, used clothes. So they had to manage in that only. The people from different groups from the city helped them to put up the tents. Staying in these plastic tents in the cold winter months was very difficult. Some of these people were scientists. They tried to find out which areas have more chances of having an earthquake. People from that village talked to them many times. They had suggestions about building their houses again. Engineers and architects showed them some special designs of houses. They said that with this design, houses would not get damaged much in an earthquake. But the people of that village were little afraid. They thought if these people, means this engineer and architects, build their houses, then their village will not look like their old village. So the villagers thought they would build their own houses with their help, means with the help of engineers and architects. The group of people would also build the village school. So they all work together to rebuild their village. Some people dug and brought the clay from the pond. Some mixed the clay with cow dung and made large cakes. Some people put this on one another to make the walls. Then they whitewash the walls and decorate them with beautiful designs and small pieces of mirrors. They put up the thatched roof, and now their house shines like a diamond in the dark night. This is all about this chapter. So, what we have seen? We have seen that how people lost everything in the earthquake. How people of Kutch, they lost everything in that earthquake. But they had not lost their courage. It is only because of their strong determination and courage they able to re-establish their village and in more beautiful way. So, what we learned from this lesson? We come to know that earthquake is a disaster, and if we not take precautions, then it can do more destruction. Now, government also used to organize many camps to make people aware about disaster management and what precautions they can take during different disasters. Some of the important precautions which we should keep in our mind during or before earthquakes are: first of all, go out of the house. Second, if cannot go outside, just lie down under strong things like a table or bed and hold it tightly. Then third one, stay away from buildings, trees, etc. Okay. Fourth one, if you are in a car, stop the car and stay inside the car until the earthquake stops. Fifth one, don't run here and there. Always stay wherever you are at safe place. Okay. Then sixth, don't use matches, matchbox, candles, or any flames. And keep your electric switch off. If we follow these precautions, then it will help us to reduce the damage and loss caused by earthquakes. So with this, our chapter number 14 is complete, and in our next class we will start new chapter.